Hi, welcome. This is African Gospel TV channel where you can find gospel music, drama, concerts, poems, and all sorts of kingdom-oriented programs.
And also family talks, programs, gospel skits, comedy, and other programs that can help your spiritual life.
AFGTV, its praises on our lips and the tips of our fingers.
This is AFGTV. There's a question going on presently, and I would like your candid opinion on it too. The question is, should making of long braids be permitted in the house of God, especially amongst the workers?
I don't see anything in making long braids. You know quite well that making long braids is just like a show off. There's no difference in making short braid and the long braid, really. But I count the long braids as a show off. It's just an excess of showing that you have a long braid, or you want people, you need attention to yourself, or you want people to see you that you came to church today. So I don't think it's necessary making a long braids when short braids can do the thing you wanted to do. So making long braids is just excesses and show off.
Okay, now are you now telling us that some churches that permit their workers, especially the ushers, to wear long braids in order to welcome people, are you now telling me that some of them are wrong?
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just trying to make people understand that it's just excesses. What you need long braid for, the short one can do it. So why make long braids? And I even count it as like you are spending too much. It's just excesses. It's excesses. I'm not saying it's wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's just excess. It's just a show off.
So fine. Should we now ask our pastors, men of God, to preach moderation to people in their outward appearance and hair making?
Yes, I would advise that there should be moderation. All this excess leads to another thing, and all this doing the braids is I think is a traditional thing. It's not something that just popped up one day. It's a traditional thing. It has been in existence for a while, and I think then there is moderation to everything. The way our mothers do their hair, very, very moderate, no excesses, you understand? So I believe making short braids will do what you want, will bring out the beauty in you than making the long braids. The long braids is just for show off. So moderation should be preached.
All right, thank you very much.
Hallelujah.
Free version for non-commercial use.
Morning, sir. This is AFGTV once again. Thank you for your response the other time. There's another question on ground, and I hope to still receive your best answer today again. The question is, should long braids be permitted in the house of God, especially amongst workers?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm not a fan of all those restrictions. Should it be or should it not be permitted? But what matters is whether a worker in the house of God or an ordinary church goer, it's all about personal conviction. It's as much as, it's as simple as when you say, should long earrings be permitted? Some people don't even wear earrings at all, and because they feel they are convinced not to wear it. Some wear it, doesn't affect them. So whether long or short braids, those ones do not determine the authenticity of the worker. Doesn't make the worker valid as a true child of God. Some people don't even do braids at all. They just leave their hair like that, they pack it, and their hearts are closer to God. And there are some people that do this long braid. Some people don't even do braids at all, and they are better sinners than those that do it. You see some Christians, they will cover their ears like this with some kind of, I don't know what to call it, veil, and yet their hearts are far away from God. And some people, they wear exotic, expensive dresses, they do the best kind of hairstyles, yet they are much closer to God. So the way Christian body how do I put it, the way the Christian body sees this thing nowadays, they are taking it on the wrong path. Naturally, starting from the head of the church to the least of the workers. You know, you see people coming together, they say, okay, let us do this, we allow this, we allow. So what the church goers do, what workers do nowadays, that they are doing things to impress the pastors. They are not doing things to impress other elders in the church. Okay, they wouldn't want us to wear this thing. Well, let's give it to them the way they want it. So when we go out, we do it the way we want. So most of these guys, they come to church, they do eye service, hypocrisy. Then when they go out, their lives are even worse than. So, and you know, pastors cannot monitor them even to their hostels, to their houses. So then whatever they feel comfortable to do out there, let's allow them to bring it here. All we can do as elders is to monitor them so that, you know, everything has to be done moderately.
So are we now saying we should kind of permit them and give them free and in the later on preach modesty for them?
Modesty is even the only preach.
Morning. This is AFGTV. There is a kind of question we've been asking people all around, and we would like to seek your own candid opinion on it. The question is, should making of long braids be permitted in the house of God, even among workers?
Actually, from my own view, it shouldn't be permitted. It really is, because if you are a worker during the service, there might be altar call, or there might be deliverance service anytime. So, especially in nursery units, if you are with long braids during the deliverance service, you can be possessed through that, because they can just use that long braid to draw you back, or as a result of flashy things, because it is kind of flashy, and in the long run might sustain some injury.
So are you not saying being beautiful attracts devil too?
Of course, because the devil is very, very beautiful.
But some churches do permit it, and in fact they push their workers forward, especially
where
their ushers.
Baptist contest and some Pentecostal churches in which are much of like the dance and the like. When you are a worker, you don't just dress anyhow. So that should be, the question should be in capital letter, because we have different denominations and different assemblies this time around. So in which different people with their own doctrine. But in Baptist, where it's not permitted, and in some Pentecostal churches like the and the likes MFA, you are not permitted. In fact, you are not permitted to even use attachments in some assemblies, talk less of long braids.
All right. So what's your advice to the men of God? Should they now be preaching moderation, or should they still allow the excesses to go on?
Yes, moderation and modesty should be part of their evangelism and should be part of their code of conduct for workers. Because, well, let me say all is well, but as a worker, you must be decent. You being as a worker should not distract others.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. Me, I would say it shouldn't be permitted, because even biblically, Bible was telling us about our outward appearance, that everything should be moderate. Everything should be moderate. So if a worker in the house of God is now bringing a kind of style that is becoming too much, number one, is going to divide the attention and the focus of someone that comes to serve God. Is going to divide it into two, because the person is going to be looking at your braid that is touching your bum bum, especially those that have big bums, and your braid is on it already. That is one additional distraction to them. Then number two, you yourself, the attention you want, you're going to have in excess, because there are so many guys that come to church not because they want to come and serve, but because they want ladies, and that attention you want, they will give you in double, in triple fold. So that is going to really cause a lot of problems for you. Then there's a story I learned about a lady that had long braids on herself, and she entered this kind of molu in Lagos, not knowing that her neighbor, her sitting mate, already tied a long braid to her seat. So when they get to her bus stop and she wanted to alight, she discovered that the air had to pull her back into the molu. And you know what Lagosians normally do with their buses, they don't wait. So she was being dragged along, and she had to run back into the air and into the bus. And funnily, everybody laughed, because she herself even laughed because she couldn't get angry. Now, what kind of lesson would that kind of person have about long braids? That is why we should all do our thing moderately. Moderation is the best. Though some people think it adds beauty into them, but mind you, the more problems you want, the more attraction you want for problems, the more problems you will get. So that is what I would say. Thank you very much. Thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
This is AFGTV. There is a question we want to ask. Should making of long braids be permitted in the house of God?
Okay, thank you for asking that question. The issue of what to do, what to wear, how to look has been an issue generating a lot of it in the Christianity over some times. But for me, the scripture is clear about what to, how to, and when to. Even though some of them may not be so specified, but when we look deeply into the intent and what the Bible is trying to convey, you will get your answers from it right away. For instance, 1 Timothy 2:9 says clearly that I also want women to dress modestly, with decency and propriety, not with braided hair or gold pierced or expensive clothes. That's NIV. KJV of it says, in like manner also that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety, not with broidered hair or gold or pearl or costly array. So the scripture was clear about how women should make their hair. He said not with the one that is braided. Now if we now say that women should braid themselves, but you now see so many excesses even in our society today. Some of them would braid their hair that their hair will be touching their bum bum at the back, and they will come to the house of God. The problem that some of those things causes to church is more than what we can imagine. For me, I teach about people being able to behave in such a way that people are not distracted in church. But instead of that, we come to church distracting people that even want to worship. This is the implication. Some ladies will begin to look at that style, begin to conceive the idea of making that style in the church. Some men will begin to imagine that long hair, that this way is fine, and for the whole of service that may be their concern, and a lot of other things must also be going on like that. If they will make braided hair, at least for Sunday service, for church, I think we should learn that we should pack it. We should pack it. For me, even some other implications of making those braided hair for me is just that I imagine the time they used to sit down to make those hair. When they want to make it is a problem. When they want to lose it again is a problem. The money they used to make it is also for me another issue. So for me, I think that we should be preaching modesty. We may not say that people should not make hair and stuff like that, like other denominations would say, but I think Christianity today, we need to preach modesty, not just in the hair, but even in so many other things we do in church.
All right, thank you very much. But looking at the present day Christianity, some churches do permit it, even from their workers. Some of their workers would do long braids, and they send them to go and do ushering units, believing it's a very good one. Should such a church continue such an habit, or should we encourage some other growing churches to follow suit?
Well, each pastor, each denomination, each congregation have to do what they believe. Baptists have what they believe and how they feel that people should dress. Some Pentecostal have different, some Pentecostal have different ones. There are so many 21st century churches that are coming in today who are, let me use this language, porous when it comes to asking people to do some of that. If you go to some churches at times, you cannot really differentiate whether it is a church or a club. And that kind of case now, you may not be able to say that it's because they permit it, then it's permissible. Even Paul said that everything is permissible for me, but I will not be put under bondage of anything. So it's not a matter of we cannot do this, it's a matter of whether we can put ourselves in the bondage of doing this, and number two, maintaining this kind of thing even for the rest of our time. So for me, I think we should say preach modesty of everything.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yes.
So above all, modesty is the answer.
Yes, that's
Thank
the way
you very
to
much,
put it.
Thank
Dress
you.
modestly.
Thank you very much, sir.